Cool. So I have the couple only known as the Hayes in front of me right now. And you guys have done a spectacular job of not only communicating, and that's Rachel, I know all the way, but being as consistent as you were at the gym. And that was a lot. I mean, you guys were very regimented. You came in the morning, you're morning people to a T. And I know you guys had done a lot of at-home workouts before. So this is kind of a unique, you went at home to the gym and now back at home just because of COVID-19. So talk to me a little bit about, what it's been like with that pendulum swinging back both ways, from normal membership back into the online realm.
There you go. There you go. So I really enjoyed when we first started at CrossFit, just because when we were originally doing the at-home workouts, I didn't necessarily completely feel challenged. Like, they weren't easy, but I didn't necessarily feel challenged a lot of the time, just because it was like, okay, well, we get through 30 minutes and we're done, so it's okay. It's, just get through these. When we went to the CrossFit gym, I started lifting a lot more weight, which was awesome, which, is not something they really do. And I'm sure there are other at-home workouts, but with P90X, we didn't really lift very much. It was a lot of cardio.
Sure.
So when we went back to the gym, I really enjoyed the lifting portion of it, but it's also accountability is a big thing, especially at the gym, because, you can start to see, like, you don't necessarily have the same coach every day, but, you can be, if you sign up for a class and you don't come, that's accountability right there. But even if I'm sure if we didn't come to the gym, we would get a little push from one of you saying, hey, haven't seen you at the gym in a week. Like, and that's great. But then when we started to go to at-home workouts, it felt like it was even more accountability, because, like, we had a here's your program thing for today. And it's like, oh, well, I don't feel like working out today, but I have something that is designed for me. I need to do this. Like,
I can't let Lee down.
Yeah, like we look at each other, we're like, well, I'm not going to tell Lee we didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just going to work out. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess another big thing for me is variety. I was thinking that we get bored very easily, And so with P90X, you kind of have like the same tailored schedules. I mean, you just keep watching the same videos over and over again at a different order. And that was something that I was nervous when we started doing at-home workouts, but like, now it's going to be like back to that. But honestly, every single one has been different. Every day is different. They're focusing on different muscles. Even on days where we have those same cardio portions, you're doing different types of cardio. And so I have loved the variety, because I'm a person who just lives for that. And so I found it more fun and challenging. And also, it doesn't give you the opportunity to dread one of your least favorite workouts, because you don't have a least favorite workout, because they're all different. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I mean, in terms of, physical, mental gains, and I look like I'm frozen here, but that's all right. I look the same no matter what. Symmetrical all around. But like, in terms of gains, what have you guys seen as far as, and maybe talk to your relationship since you work out together. Like, how is it? You've worked out together for a long time. It sounds like, and so when you challenge each other, even on a higher level, how's that affected the relationship?
I really like it, because it's the class sizes too, right? So there's no, like, there's no hiding, like, where, there's 20 people in there or whatever, and you can hide and go, oh yeah, she's over there, she's doing that. Like, I only have, when I'm taking a mental break and physical break from working out, doing a set, I only have one person to look over to. Like, I can't pan the room. So I think it's a lot of encouragement. A lot of times I will comment on form sometimes.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
So that I definitely do. But I think it's helped both of us, because she'll give it back to me when I'm not doing something right, and it's like, okay, well, we're both getting a better workout in because we're watching each other do it. So.
Yeah, that's called reciprocity.
Yeah, I think just in general as a couple, we enjoy working out together. I probably enjoy it a little bit more. But
He enjoys the workout part probably a little more than I do, I'll be honest. But I really enjoy the quality time that we get to spend together and doing something that honestly neither of us can, which is really fun. Yeah. A lot of times it's like, how you have the benefit of going out to like eat. It's like, I don't have to use dishes. This is the benefit of working out together. You get to spend time together doing an activity, and neither of you had to plan it, really. So
that's important. I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. That's part of the reason why Chelsea and I work out together so much. Is it's just a cool thing you can do, and it's right there. Might as well do it.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's awesome. So, kind of dovetailing into what we were going to talk about at the end here, so what kind of couples or what kind of people do you think that online training would actually benefit, especially like this kind of online training? P90X works for certain people, or Beachbody or whatever else there's out there, the kind of the boxed type of thing. But when you take a step up into getting something tailored for you, what kind of a person do you think would benefit from that?
You want to make that?
You go first.
So I mean, this is more specifically us, but I know this is definitely a thing. With one of the people in the couple who really enjoys working out, and one who doesn't enjoy working out as much, but still wants to work out with the other person, I think it's been really helpful, because the person who wants to work out just wants to work out, so they're happy with it. But the person who doesn't really want to work out can get a lot more like personalized programming, so they can say, like, if they're like, I will not do this exercise, then like it won't be included. Like there's stuff like that. And obviously the at-home portion of it makes it easier for couples that are like different schedules, or that not completely different schedules, but it's a little harder. We have a similar thing. Like I usually get off work a lot earlier than she does. So it's a bit weird. Like that's why. So we used to work out in the morning. Like it's because we get up and we both go to work at the same time, and it's nice and easy. I don't like coming home from work, waiting 2 hours, and then getting back in the car.
Motivation is definitely the lower.
Yeah, I have no motivation to do it at that point. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I don't like driving, so that could be part of it. But like, I'm fine getting home, waiting 2 hours, and working out again, just like at home. So I mean, I think it would be better for people with different types of schedules, because you don't need to necessarily, oh, well, we have a class at 6. Like they could work out at 8 o'clock at night, or during lunch. Like there's just a bunch of different times where people that are more flexible.
Right. And just speaking from my own experience, I had never done CrossFit before this. And I'll be honest, when I was considering joining the gym, I had like fears and concerns of, the stereotypical CrossFit person. And I was like, one, not me. Two, I don't think we're going to get along very well. And I think this would be a lovely introduction for you to start to meet our community. If you're really just genuinely nervous about showing up on your first day, I love that although you're doing it at home, I mean, we still get texted by our coaches. You and I chat basically every time I work out. So, I mean, you get to be comfortable with people before necessarily diving right in and committing. And so that's been something that was helpful. And then I just found about CrossFit in general that people are all the good things about the stereotypes and none of the bad things, at least at this gym. So.
Yes, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And by and large, for us, that's what it doesn't matter what you call it. It's just it's programming, it's accountability, it's coaching at the end of the day. That's, top to bottom, what I buy into and then give it to you. And if you buy into it, that's it, and whether that's at home or it's at the gym or whatever. And it's that trust factor in what I'm programming or what anybody's programming that's really going to get the results, because if you don't trust it, you're going to hesitate, you're going to question, you're going to go, yeah, right.
I'll give you, right. Or you're just going to be, I'll give you 70% instead of 100. Yeah.
Right. It'll be easy to, I think somebody was talking about it the other day. Yeah, you guys probably talked about it too, that the enhanced accountability piece is not just the programming or me staring at you. It's the fact that we have a reciprocal relationship, in the sense that I trust that you're going to give it everything that you have, so I can program even harder next time, or go, all right, I'm building this thing for a long period of time, and I can explain why if you need to, versus, something maybe canned or it's less personalized is going to be less effective in the long term. Although, albeit it's moving, whether you trust it or not.
Better than being a couch potato.
100% agree with that. But I think, you guys have really run with this thing, and it's been great, because that trust, even though we're online, gets built even more than when because I would only see you guys twice, 3 times a week when I coached, or when I was working out in the mornings, trusting full well that you were doing your thing, but it was a different model altogether. Now it's, well, hello there. Type.
Yeah.
And I really personally enjoy it a lot. I've gotten a lot out of it, and I know any other coaches that we have that are interacting like this, it's a different level of trust. It's a different level of commitment to yourselves and your relationship too, which I think is really cool because, you know, I've seen quite a few couples that this doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. But it sounds like you guys are just really taking to it. And I couldn't tell you how proud I am of you guys for doing this. Anyways, thank you for your time. This has been awesome. For the haze, that's all we're gonna call you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.